It's the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? Dancing away at the 35. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Carter. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front and the way he pressed the hole. Absolutely perfect.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll try the left side with Carter. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. First down, going to the air with Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Carter. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdowns, passes. He's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down. And he'll run here with Carter. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There's the first NFL catch for Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
He'll buy some time right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Josh Reynolds, a 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a give to Carter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Foyesade Oluokun drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Colby Wadman now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 40. Three-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big play there on the scramble. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown! Josh Reynolds, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second down and 3. Get this up only to about the 33. The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Love now. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That catch good for only a couple. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game, and could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To the air again. Love. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have
tried to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Hayden Hurst as time expires in the first half. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So we've reached halftime here on opening. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And they go back to Tony. It's complete this time. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it is 28-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing. Love. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On first down, Richard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Love's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Courtland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
On 1st and 10, Love. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But now it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick here is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of it.
And now the rookie's free. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Mitchell with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Love. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 27. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Cameron Brate from 3 yards out. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Denver's offense now set to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Drops this off to Richard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll run with Carter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
1st down, Love to pass. He completes this to Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. On the draw, Richard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Love's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. New York ready to go again offensively. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Exit. 36.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Second and 6. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and 6. Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Giants.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all. And when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed. That's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Zach Cunningham coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now back to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people are calling them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. First down, going to the air with Love. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw now, here's Love. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Gotta do better.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
54, Mike.
Here's Love. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to let it go again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.